Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Kiwanna's Kitchen. I'm Kiwanna. Today I'm in the process of trying to make some Roadhouse sweet rolls. They're like a buttery sweet roll. From what I've seen on YouTube, they look pretty darn good, and I said I'm going to try to make these. I make a number of breads anyway, so this is my first time trying to make these, and I wanted to bring you guys along with me as I did that. Again, they're called Roadhouse sweet rolls. So I'm making these to go with our dinner tonight. We're having meatballs with noodles, like Swedish meatballs, homemade Swedish meatballs with noodles and like a beef type gravy or whatever. Excuse me if I keep, kind of pausing a bit, not feeling too well today, but I want to make these to go with our dinner tonight and get them out the way because it's a number of steps that you have to follow while making these rolls, letting the dough rise, letting it sit, and all of that. So let's get started, and you guys will see how I make it for the first time. So you guys are coming along with me, so let's see how I make them. Okay, here I have 1 cup of water, warm water. You're going to need that. 2 teaspoons of salt. Put that in there. 1.5 tablespoons of yeast. Put that in there. 1/2 cup of sugar. Put that in there. I'm going to add 2 eggs. Okay. Here I have 2 cups of warm milk. You don't want to like scald your milk when you're making this, or else you're going to kill your yeast. And make sure it's like room temperature, so to speak, not hot, not too warm, but kind of room temperature. Here is butter. I melted the butter to come creamy like this. This is a 1.5 sticks of butter. The recipe calls for a lesser amount than, I think it's like 1.25 sticks or something like that. But I want my rolls to be a little bit on the buttery side, so I'm going to go ahead and just add 1.5 sticks. And again, this is melted butter. A 1.5 sticks of melted butter. I want to try to get all of this butter out of here. I know it may seem fat, but I don't want to leave anything behind. So, okay. And these are sweet rolls, guys. I already put the sugar in there, and it calls for honey. But here I have maybe 3 tablespoons of honey powder that I'm going to add in here. Okay. And then I'm going to add, it calls for 8 cups of flour, but I'm going to start it off with 1 and see how it goes. And try to get it to like a pancake batter consistency. And then I'll just gradually add, more as I need. Put my attachment on. Okay. Of course, gotta plug it up. Gonna let it mix. And I'm gonna grab, this is another cup, a 2nd cup. And again, you want to try to get it to like a pancake batter consistency. second cup. Okay, third cup. Okay, now I have 4 cups of flour that I added in here total to get that pancake batter consistency. Now I'm going to let this beat for about 30 minutes, 30 seconds, sorry. Yeah, about 30 minutes, so to speak. Probably less, but we'll be back. Alright, I said 30 minutes, guys. I meant 10. You gotta excuse me. Again, not really feeling good today. So it's been about 10 minutes, and you see that right there? That's exactly how you were looking for, like a pancake batter consistency. And it's been going for about 10 minutes. So now we're going to add the rest of the flour. I'm going to let it beat as I add it. Let it spin as I add it. I'm sorry if I seem a little off today, but just wanted to share this with you guys as I made it. Okay, that's the 5th cup of flour that I'm putting in here now. This is cup number 6. Cup number 7. Cup number 8. Okay, I'm going to finish kneading this by hand as I put all the flour in. My mixer, I don't have that really big hand, KitchenAid mixer. I think I have like the middle one or whatever. But the dough started going up my hook. So I'm going to finish kneading this by hand. It was kneading for about 3 minutes or so. So I'm just going to pretty much finish it by hand. Because I'm going to knead it about 10 minutes. To make sure it's nicely mixed up, and this is going to be like a sticky dough, so I'm just going to finish kneading this by hand. So yeah, my kitchen counter is like full. My coffee pot, my food processor, microwave, it's not that big, so I'm going to finish kneading this by hand. It's about 7 more minutes. I keep eating my coffee pot, and I will be back. All right. I'm not gonna lie, I think I just lost about 10 pounds. This is a big ball of dough. Okay. And that's pretty much what you're looking for. Just like that. So now I got my bowl here. Woo. I'm telling you guys, I just lost about 10 pounds. This is a lot of dough. So I got my bowl here. And I have it sprayed. And the dough is like real sticky. And that's kind of what you want. It's real sticky. So if you don't want to make this much, you can just kind of cut the recipe in half that I gave you and just make a smaller batch. But I'm making enough to where, even though it's just me and my 2 kids, I'm making enough to where I could freeze some for another time. So, but again, whew, that's it. So I sprayed my bowl here. Now I'm just gonna no, just plop down in there. Now I'm just gonna turn it over like that, and that's what you want. And I'm gonna let this rise for about an hour. I'm gonna spray the top because you want to keep the top lubricated. That's gonna help it spread. So you definitely want to spray it and keep it lubricated so it can expand beautifully. And we're going to let this sit for about an hour and we'll be back. Okay, it's been an hour. My dough has risen beautifully, as you guys can see. Really nice. So now we're just going to punch it in to get all the air out. You see that? Take some flour and just put, don't want to put too much. See? Just going to knead it. Make sure all the air bubbles are out of here. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the air coming out. Okay. I haven't really been making bread that long. Still trying to really get used to the kneading. Because this is a process, a workout in itself. Okay. Now I'm just going to start rolling it. Okay, I had to switch my rolling pins from this one to this one because this dough was pretty thick, pretty fat. And with this rolling like this, I was able to get it rolled out like I wanted. So now I have it in a square because Roadhouse sweet rolls are pretty much formed in a square. So now I'm just going to cut it, the dough like this. Done already? Okay, start. Okay, I got one pan done already. And now my big helper, my son, he's helping me with the rolls this time. While my daughter's filming. And this little bitty one, we'll probably just try to put this one with this one. Just try to form it into a square because Roadhouse rolls are actually square. So, like that. And I got all kind of sizes actually. I got small, big, little, because these are actually going to rise again for another hour. And once they're fully risen again, we'll come back and we'll get them in the oven. And as these are cooking, I'm going to make my honey cinnamon butter for these. And I'll be back. Okay, now I'm making my honey cinnamon butter. I'm making a large batch of it to have in the fridge because these rolls I'm making enough to last us a while. So I will already have, I'm making enough so that I would already have cinnamon butter in the refrigerator, so I won't have to remake it again. So I'm using 2 sticks of butter. And for my honey butter, I'm actually using honey. So I'm going to squeeze about maybe half a cup of honey in here. Okay. That's about a little more or less. Who gonna complain? It's honey. I love honey. Okay. And now the cinnamon. I'm actually putting, that's about a tablespoon in there. Now I'm going to add my whisk attachment. Ooh. It was still on when I unplugged it. So, going to let this whip up. I want mine a little sweeter, so I'm going to add about a half a cup of powdered sugar. Yes, I'm using my hand because just trying to get the last of what's on the sides before I refill my powdered sugar container here. Okay. Now I'm going to let this whisk. Clean the sides. Ooh, this smells so good. I love cinnamon. Love, 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 love cinnamon. Okay, I'm going to let this whisk for a few minutes and I'll come back. Alright, my cinnamon butter is ready. I ended up adding a little more powdered sugar because, again, I wanted my butter, my cinnamon butter, honey butter, to be a little sweeter than normal. So, I have a sweet tooth, so I ended up adding a little more powdered sugar. So, I'm trying to clean this off pretty good. Then I'm going to pour this into my ramekin. every little bit off here, every little bit. So, ooh. Okay. 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 See that? See it? Turned out perfect. See that? It's nice and creamy and smooth. So, this definitely will last a while. Because again, I'm going to freeze my Roadhouse rolls and sweet rolls, and we will already have some on hand. Probably gonna have to get another ramekin, or a matter of fact, I'm just doing that because I want to try to get those air pockets out of there. And I'll probably just put this in a separate container, what we can use tonight. Okay, I ended up getting 2 full ramekins full of my honey cinnamon butter. So you know what? I make biscuits a lot. This butter is going to be perfect for our biscuits, as well as our rolls, our sweet rolls. So there you have it. I have 2 ramekins filled of my honey cinnamon butter. I'm going to get this in the fridge, and once our rolls are finished rising, we'll come back and I'll get them in the oven, and you guys will see. I'll break one open for you so you can see how they turned out. Okay, my rolls have risen again beautifully. They've been rising for about an hour. I'm going to get the first batch into the oven. They're not going to take that long to rise. My oven isn't that big. I only have 1 rack. So I'm going to get these into the oven, and then I'll bring them back and let you guys see how they turned out. My rolls are done. My second batch is in the oven right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and share these with you guys. I just took them out. So now I'm just putting a melted butter. Just going to rub them with butter. These are going to be off the chain. I just love any type of sweet roll, period. I just love it, love it, love it. And I just want to say one more time, when I was first mixing up my my dough here, and I told you guys I was going to let it beat for like 30 minutes. No, that wasn't accurate. Like I said, just really just trying to get myself back together. Been running a little sick. Been feeling a little sick, not running a little sick, but feeling a little sick. So you only let it beat 5 minutes to, you know, when it's that pancake batter consistency. And once you put the other dough in there, the total 8 cups of flour, you let it beat another 10 minutes. And then you just let it rise for an hour. You cut it up, then you let it rise for another hour. And that's complete. That's pretty much how you do it. Okay. These are going to be so good. I'm now making my meatballs. I'm not going to put my noodles on yet, because you know, everybody knows noodles really don't take that long to cook. But there you have it. I'm going to let these sit a little while longer, a couple minutes before I break one open for you. And I'll let you guys see the inside of one, and you'll see how my sweet rolls turned out. Alright, now I'm cutting one open for you guys so you guys can see how the inside of my rolls turned out here. You see that? It's still a little bit hot, but as you can see, Oh my God, they look like they gonna be so good. I'm gonna taste it. I have to take a taste. I have to. Wouldn't be right if I didn't, guys. Wouldn't be right if I didn't. And you can see that? The inside there. Perfect. Oh my God. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, you want to try these? Good. Oh my God. I gotta try with the butter. Have to try with the butter.
Delicious.
Oh my God. These are so good. So good. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Well, there they are, guys. My Roadhouse sweet rolls, they turned out perfect. As you can see, they turned out really, really good. The other batch is in the oven, as I said. So when those are done, we're going to let those cool as well. But just had to share this with you guys. And hope you guys like it. I hope you guys try this recipe. I have to get some more butter because I have more roll. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys try this recipe. If you have any comments, please post them below. If you like what you saw, please like and share. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That's if you like. You don't have to. But if you like what you saw, please subscribe and share and like. And you guys have a blessed Thursday night. Bye.